Hey, what up, y'all? So, I know I said I'm going to be building a computer. So, little change to this. So, instead of, building a computer from like literally the ground up, still going to do that. But before we get there, picked up a pretty good deal. So, we have here is this. And what this is an old ass gaming computer, probably from 2013, maybe 2014 ish. This looks old and dusty because it is, but there's a couple good things in here. So, in here we have 4 sticks of RAM, and not just any kind of RAM. It's DDR3, so it's not the fastest thing available. Far from it. But we have 4 sticks of 8 gigabytes each of DDR3 memory. And I think each stick is at 1600 megahertz. So that's 32 gigabytes of system memory. That's a lot. Even for today's standard, that is a whole lot. So now I move over to the graphics card. This is a Nvidia Quadro 2000. It's upside down, but y'all are smart people. Y'all can figure this out. So it's the Nvidia Quadro 2000. Now it's only like 1 or 2 gigabytes. I'll put this on the screen and correct it if it's incorrect or whatever the correct value is. But this is an amazing graphics card. Let me spin this around. This is an amazing graphics card for CAD work, some video editing software, and a couple other, more video-based tasks. This isn't necessarily a good gaming GPU. It will probably run, your Fortnites and, Half-Life 2 and Team Fortress 2, stuff like that. Okay, at a reasonable frame rate with, reasonable resolution. But that's not its intention. This was really meant to be something that you use in a computer that you're doing, like I said, doing CAD work, doing video editing, doing 3D scanning, 3D printing, stuff like that. So this definitely falls in line with what I would want to use. So next we go down to the motherboard. Now this is a Gigabyte GA970A coupled with an AMD processor. Now exactly what AMD processor this is, not 100% sure. I have the inclination to believe that this is a FX series Black Edition CPU. I think it's the 8300. We'll find out in a little bit. I'm gonna take off this heatsink and see what it is. But it kind of doesn't matter because what this bundle came with, and when I say bundle, meaning this desktop and all that shit right there, is another CPU. It looks to be pretty new, not lightly used or hasn't been used yet. So that is also an AMD CPU. It is a 8320 FX Black Edition. So by modern standards, it's better than nothing by modern standards, but it's an 8-core, it's really 4-core, but 8-core, 8-thread CPU, so it can still, do a good amount of work. It's not going to run any of the modern games at high tilt, but it will still do what I ask it to do. So, what is the point of this? Now, is this something am I going to keep? Is this something I'm going to flip? Is this something I'm going to give away? Probably not going to give it away, but I do think this, for a starting point, just trying to get my feet back wet again with relatively modern technology, this would be helpful for me to kind of learn different methods and techniques like overclocking, setting up SSDs, which I purchased one of these today. So setting up one of those, overclocking and synchronizing RAM, of which this thing came with 32 gigabytes of DDR3 G-Skill rip jaws. It already has 32 gigabytes in there. Now we have 32 gigabytes of matching RAM. You can't beat this. So we're gonna load that in there. Get the hard drive installed and running. Load an OS onto this. It's probably gonna be Windows 10, just because I can't be bothered to do anything else, and see how it goes. So at the very least, for the time being, this will be a good computer for me to edit some of the videos on for the actual, PC build and stuff. Because, like I said, I got all this stuff like dirt cheap, like offensively cheap. It's kind of shocking how much I didn't pay for this stuff. So I got like 2 desktops, 2 laptops, a fuck ton of monitors and stuff. So and I got an Xbox right here. So if anyone wants to buy this thing, let me know. I assume it works. I haven't turned it on yet, but it looks clean. There shouldn't be any reason why it shouldn't work. So yeah, this will probably be like a good little stopgap until I can get my actual system going. So don't fret. We're still going to do that build. I'm still going to go over all the different components of for a computer and explain why you need some things, what things are important, blah blah blah. But this computer right here, for the time being, will make it easier for me to do, because I'm not going to have to spend 14 hours editing, an hour's worth of a video. It's a little bit of an exaggeration, but on my current laptop, it does take a long ass time. It's an old i7 with, I think, like 8 gigs of RAM or something, and a mediocre at best graphics card. So I mean, this probably isn't going to be too much better, but you throw 32 gigs or something, it's going to do something you like. So yeah, so for the time being, this is going to be the the computer that I'm going to be editing a lot of footage on, both for this PC build and for the Apex Gang car YouTube bullshit. Yeah, so excited to share this update with y'all, and stay tuned. There's more to come. Who knows? I might do a little video on hard drives, just kind of get the whole series started, because it's simple and I have a couple hard drives laying around. So yeah, we'll see. Y'all stay frosty or good, easy, whatever. Wear a fucking mask or some shit, whatever you're doing. And this is me, VJ, Super Cheese, whatever you want to call me. And we're going to be doing some more dumb nerd shit. So, bye.
I got a tick to the tradesman, the trading the picks. And if a nigga don't know, we down south thugs. And the 33rd is going off like steams. Beating the boulevard and swinging the throw cars and talking on 6+3+2 broads with a bad broad shot.